when we see children as young as 12 and 13 looting and laughing, when we see the disgusting sight of an injured young man with people pretending to help him while they are robbing him, it is clear there are things that are badly wrong in our society.
There's clearly been hurt there, and there seem to be a number of concerned onlookers. And if you just follow this narrative, really, they're helping him, picking him up onto his feet, which does look as if they're taking a little bit of care of him. And obviously he's in quite a poor state. But what happens next? They're opening his bag, and it would appear that they are simply helping themselves to whatever he has left. It's a mugging which really does make you wonder.
It is clear there are things that are badly wrong in our society. For me, the root cause of this mindless selfishness is the same thing that I have spoken about for years. It is a complete lack of responsibility in parts of our society. People allowed to feel that the world owes them something, that their rights outweigh their responsibilities, and that their actions do not have consequences. Well,
hey, I was upset. All the places were shut. But you know what? I can't really knock that because at least there's drinks in the crib, you get me? But apart from that...
You don't take it seriously?
No, I'm not taking it seriously. I really can't, not in the fact of this disrespecting level, no. I'm not taking none of this seriously.
And if you are old enough to commit these crimes, you are old enough to face the punishments. And to these people, I would say this. You are not only wrecking the lives of others, you're not only wrecking your own communities, you are potentially wrecking your own life too.
The images of children at the heart of trouble and looting has shocked many.
Most parents are working, how much jobs, they haven't got the time to stay at home, know what their children are up to. Some parents of my age group that I know of are not really interested, they're not involved in their children's lives.
You got football nets there and you got basketball hoops as well, but it's not accessible, you know, they've locked it, you know, you can't get in.
Daryl is a teacher and youth worker. He knows many young people who took part in the riots.
You have to improvise with what you've got, because if you're broke, you're stuck. If you ain't got no way of making any form of money, somehow, some way, I know people want to be legit, everyone wants to be legit, but it's hard.
Most of my watches are but as you can say, look, broken glass. They've even tried to open the safes. Luckily they couldn't get into them. They've ransacked all the drawers. Counters are upside down. They've taken all the jewellery out of those because we're allowed to keep it in the shop.
Why have you got to do it?
Why? Because they're letting all the Polish, all the everyone in our country, letting everyone do our jobs, and we can't get jobs. So there you go.
But you're not going to get jobs if they're burning down shops here, they're smashing windows.
Well,
that's not going to make people invest in Salford.
That's up to them, innit?
This boarding here is not covering up a damaged piece of glass, it's covering up a lift shaft which was just boarded up a few minutes ago by glaziers who said that they wanted, as a precaution to protect it, should there be any further problems this evening. Underneath this is a lift shaft that goes underground, and underneath here there is a bar and restaurant. And
in Southall, West London, Sikhs defended their temples and homes.
This is a nice country, peaceful, so we should look after them, the police and all these things, and economically, so we should support them by peacefully, not by violence.
At the top of the Metropolitan Police, there is concern that while some groups have legitimate concerns, others will act for the wrong reasons.
What they want to do is see the police officers on the streets.
200 strong pushed forward, and the police were doing their best, and the riot gear were doing their best to push them all back, and I've gotten boxed in. I'm basically kind of trapped at the moment up this side street because I can't get back to work. I've got 6 guys that I work with, the owner himself, his brother, one very good friend of the family, and 3 other guys who work with us.
On looting and stealing property, with no justification and no reason, brings shame on everybody who unfortunately has to pick up the pieces this morning and get Manchester back to work. Hundreds and hundreds of people. We have your image, we have your face, we have your acts of wanton criminality on film. We are coming for you from today, and no matter how long it takes,
We will arrest those people responsible.
We have seen the worst of Britain, but I also believe we've seen some of the best of Britain.